Hi there everyone, this is going to be a slightly different Toku time because it's not going to be an unboxing. It's actually just a quick showcase of a couple of releases I've already sorry, a couple of releases I've already got. Um, so yeah, in terms of the Ultra series coming out on Blu-ray and DVD, or DVD especially in this case, the license had been with other companies. Um, what happened is they weren't though dealing with Super directly. The companies that were dealing with the distributors was well, pretty much one individual of whom is quite infamous among the Ultra series, and he's not even an Ultra series villain, but he practically was in real life. Yeah, that of course being the massive thief from Thailand, Sompote Sands. For those who don't know, Sompote Sands and his company Chayo Pictures, they did actually, for a time, did a couple of productions with Super Productions, which were official. At least they were official at the time. I believe now Super Productions considers both films to be non-canon because of, all this nonsense. One of the films featured one of their other giant superheroes, Jumbo Ace, that being Jumbo Ace and Giant. Though that film, I think it's a bit rarer to come by because it was only released in Thailand and never in Japan. The other film, though, gained a bit more exposure and is a lot more well-known. For actually being the film, I guess, that started the mess to begin with, and that was Hanuman and the Seven Ultra Brothers, which is a bit of a misleading title because there was only 6 of them at the time. I'm guessing he kind of, at the time, considered himself to be an unofficial 7th Ultra Brother, that being Hanuman, based on the Hindu god, and Sompote Sands decided to turn him into a superhero for some reason. So there you are. It was released in Japan as 6 Ultramen versus the Monster Army, or something towards that extent. So yeah, Hanuman didn't even get top billing, but there you go. But yeah, since then, Sompote Sands had claimed illegitimate ownership of the Ultra franchise outside of Japan, or at least the first 6 TV series, Ultra Q all the way through to Ultraman Taro. And yeah, that caused an awful lot of issues with Subaraya. But fortunately, the good guys won, with Subaraya winning a massive international court case, I think around 2018, prompting Sands to disassociate himself from the Ultra series and relinquish any and all so-called ownership of the Ultra series then and there. However, when it came to DVD releases in North America, because of miscommunication primarily from Sands, distributors had to go through him. The first one being 2 volumes of the original Ultraman series. It was split over 2 DVD volumes, courtesy of BCI Eclipse, the same people that did all the Filmation show DVDs back in the day. So yeah, they did that. They spread it across 2 sets, and those DVDs actually did have the original. I'm going to call it the Peter Fernandez English dub because actually no, it was commissioned by, was it MGM? But Peter Fernandez was involved. He was an actor, and I think he was perhaps the voice director. I may be wrong on that, but I do apologise. Anyway, he was also doing Speed Racer and stuff like that at the time. Yeah. So that release had the English dub, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as this release, where it was re-released later by Mill Creek, of all people, as a complete series set, and this is it right here. And if you were all for DVDs and whatnot, you can probably very likely still track this down, as this also contains that same English dub. But I'm pretty sure that both this and the BCI releases have the English dub pretty much as complete as it's going to be. I think there may have been like some scenes where the audio for some of the episodes was a bit not muddled, a bit like the master tapes may not have been in the best of shape, and there was that, or maybe the scenes weren't actually dubbed into English to begin with. So because of that, what these discs do is that they'll temporarily switch to Japanese with English subtitles and then go back to the dub if that part is dubbed. The only thing that really annoys me is the fact that the blurb and everything else is on its side for this release. I don't know if this was the same for the Mill Creek set. This is the Mill Creek set, sorry, the BCI Eclipse ones. But there you go. If you want to pause and read that, you can. But there you are. So yeah, 39 episodes across 4 discs. This, of course, is Mill Creek. So it's about 10 episodes per disc, or 9 in the case of the last one. But yeah, that's basically what they've done. But like with Old Iron King, the DVDs are in these little envelopes, so they are safe. They're not rubbing up against each other or whatever. Even though the envelopes themselves are stacked, they each have their own individual disc in it. Don't forget, these guys are cheap. These guys are infamously cheap. Oh, dear me. So, I'm probably going to have to look at the... Actually, I'm not going to bother. If you want to see the disc and see the episodes for yourself... Oh, if I can remember where my up from down, because this is reversed. There you are. That is disc 1. Here we have disc number 2. So yeah, the video quality is pretty much... Sorry about the glare there. The video quality is pretty much, your bog standard definition stuff, and the sound is it's serviceable, but it's like one of those old scratchy, like it comes from a vinyl, that kind of soundtrack. Here is disc number 3. So I'm just trying to make sure. There we go. You can see what it says there for the episode titles without it having too much glare. And last but not least, disc 4. Oh, it's got a special feature, interviews and kaiju encyclopedia. I can't actually remember. Oh no, I think the interviews are all in... I was going to say, yeah, the interviews should more or less be in text, and the kaiju encyclopedia, I think it's just basically, just a rundown of all the different kaiju and aliens that Ultraman fought during the course of the series. Yeah, of course, these are Region 1 exclusive, but you can easily play these with a multi-region player. I'm just making sure the up part is up. So yeah, I shall show you the thing to watch out for as forms of proof that they were not B-side Eclipse and later Mill Creek were not actually dealing with Subaraya directly. Oh, there we are. Right there. Golden Media Group Incorporated. That is a front set up by Sompote Sands to sell the rights to Ultraman worldwide. So not quite Chayo, but it is run by Sompote Sands himself. Or was run by Sompote Sands himself. Of course, fortunately, you don't have to deal with that now, because all of the Mill Creek Blu-rays, including like the 4K Discovery one that came out recently, and the upcoming proper Ultraman 4K release, and I think Ultraseven's getting one as well. Anyway, all of those, ever since when Mill Creek picked up the license for the Blu-rays, ever since then, they are all supported. They're all, sorry, trying to get the words out properly. They are all officially licensed by Subaraya. So any money that will be made will go back to the distributor, and rightfully so back to Subaraya. Now then, I don't have Shout Factory's Ultra Q Complete Series DVD set, but I do have Shout Factory's Complete Series of Ultraseven. So yeah, this was the first proper DVD release, big media release for Ultraseven in North America. And of course, that's by Shout Factory. Shout Factory would be kind of dip their toes into a bit of various different shows with from the realm of tokusatsu. However, they primarily, of course, as we all know, stick to stuff from Toei for the most part. Of course, they did the Super Sentai DVDs, and are now doing Kamen Rider on Blu-ray, as well as Metal Heroes, and I'm not sure they dealt with... Oh no, they had Kikaida on Blu-ray. I think maybe Kikaida 01 as well, or that might be upcoming. But yeah, they've delved more into Toei's camp more than anything else. But hey, at least they gave it a go with a Super production. And where is it? There we are. There's Golden Media Group again. That again is Sompote Sands. So because of that, obviously, I mean, the quality of these particular episodes, I had a little watch of the first episode yesterday. They are serviceable if you can. I mean, in a way, it's a bit like a time capsule for some people. They might actually might prefer to actually watch it in standard definition, going, yes, watching it like this takes me back to TV and how it was back in the day, etc. But yeah, pretty nifty cover. I'm pretty sure the episode placement for all the yes, we'll get to the booklet in a second, but I'm pretty sure all of the episodes are at the same placement as they are on the Mill Creek Blu-rays, with these DVDs in mind. Like this had the same number of episodes, and they are the same on disc 1 when I compared the two. I haven't done it with all of them, so I might be wrong, but well, they've only, it's the same amount of episodes on the Blu-ray as they are on this set. It's just obviously the quality will be a bit different. And again, the subtitles are serviceable. They're bright yellow, so at least you can read them. So yeah, as you can see, there's not really much change in the disc art. They all just have the disc number on them, and nothing really. And you can just about see Ultraseven's face on each one. Barely did this with quite a few sets recently. I'm going to rectify that here. You can just see it's just Ultraseven himself. Actually, what am I doing? Taking out the discs. And just see. Yeah, you can just. I'm just popping out so you can see. So yeah, it's just an image of Ultraseven. And let's. Oh! Get back in! Thank you very much. Because I do like my sleeves to be where they are. Yeah, this disc 6 and disc 1. If you are wondering, if you are wondering about the what episodes are indeed on what, the booklet does tell you. Is that? Hold on a second. Just make sure the sleeve is in properly. There we are. Okay. So yay, we do have. The sleeve is in properly, and of course we have the Ultraseven booklet. I don't know if the BCI Eclipse Ultraman sets had booklets. They probably did. But there you go. Actually, this entire booklet is written by somebody who... They are credited. We'll get to that just at the end there. Yeah, basically just going into the whole behind-the-scenes stuff into Ultraseven here, and I think maybe some... talk about the visual effects and this and the other. I am sorry if this isn't coming out, but there's a whole there's just loads of words done by this guy, but which we will again get to his name in a second. But yeah, he wrote an official like Toho Kaiju book for. For the Godzilla series. That's why. So this guy definitely knows his way around tokusatsu, as it were. And now this is the thing for this page especially. one of our Ultra 7. One of our Ultra 7s is missing. The Strange Case of the Errant, episode 12. The Blu-ray leaflet that came with the so the leaflet came with the Blu-ray set by Mill Creek didn't even address this. I just went episode 11, episode 13, and people were like, "Well, is that a typo?" No. Indeed, this, of course, he actually goes into full explanation into why episode 12 is banned. That's, of course, the one with the alien who Spiel or Superu. I'm just trying to read what it says there. Anyway, alien spell, pretty much. Yeah, that's the one that resembled a burn victim from because people were afraid that Tsuburaya were making a deliberate reference to the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings from World War II. So that's why the episode caused quite a bit of an uproar. And I can sort of understand why at the time you think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it just flew by Tsuburaya's heads. I'm pretty sure they weren't meant to cause any offence, but it did. And because of that, the episode's banned. It did get dubbed, actually. Probably, I think the Hawaiian dub may have done it, but it was definitely dubbed when TNT did their Ultra 7 series in the 90s, I think. And if you know where to look, you can probably find that episode in its dubbed form. August Ragone, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, author of Eiji Tsuburaya, Master of Monsters. Yeah, he's the one that wrote this whole thing. But yeah, this is a nice booklet. And here we go. We got the discs themselves and what episodes are on each. So yeah, disc 1 has the same episodes as disc 1 of the Blu-ray set, which makes me think it's just the same episodes placed. There's no difference in where the episodes are placed. It's just obviously the quality will be different. And of course, it goes into episode 12. Yeah, episode 12 was banned from broadcast in Japan due to concerns that the episodes featured aliens portrayed as disfigured creatures. Afflicted with radiation sickness and burns would be offensive to survivors of the atomic bomb droppings in Japan during World War II. This episode was not made available to us for this set from the licensor. Because obviously Sompote Sands just took the episodes from Tsuburaya, and naturally, of course, they are, did not have episode 12 just readily available, and no doubt locked it up under lock and key. Or if it was all on magnetic tape, do you think they put one of those old magnetic tape erasers through it? No, what are you talking about? There was no episode featuring a burn victim alien, no, or a weird vampire or something that the English dub, that being the TNT one, said. So yeah, that's what's on discs 1 and 2. Oh, sorry. Here's what's on discs 3 and 4. You can see images of a few of the kaiju. Sorry, some might be kaiju. It's mostly aliens, Seijin, in this particular series. That was the main draw, was that they had featured more aliens. And some of the aliens did have kaiju working for them. And of course, Ultraseven had his kaiju working for him as well. He has capsule monsters. So you have see that's discs 3 and 4, and finally here's discs 5 and 6. But that effect with the android there opening up his eyes to reveal his little googly eyes there. Hey, at the time, that was a very impressive effect. But lots of people in Japan looking at it and they go, wow, it's actually opening up his eyes, reveal googly eyes. How did they do that? I mean, nowadays, of course, the effect is rather tame. It's like a lot of camera tricks and whatnot. So am I picking up some glare? I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's the top picture there. That's what I was referring to. Where my finger is there. Again, I'm so sorry for the glare. It's sunny out, and there's not really much I can do about that for the time being. But yeah, that's discs 5 and 6, and here he's got the there he is again. DVD booklet content. August Ragone. And it's just the rest of the credits there, and a little bit of Ultraseven's shoulder. You can just see that. Yeah, there you are. You can just about see his shoulder. I'll put the old booklet back in. Whoop. And there we go. That was at least 2 of the Ultraman series, Ultraman Ultra 7, that were licensed by naughty old Sompote Sands, who, of course, we no longer have to deal with, since, again, as mentioned, the international court case went in Super Aya's favour, so now they can license Ultraman to their heart's content and actually make some decent money out of it, bless them. After a lot of time in financial turmoil, they deserve a break. And the other reason is that Sompote Sands is dead. Yeah, he died from cancer or whatever in 2020. So yeah, good riddance to bad rubbish, I say. So yeah, that is the of course, you can still find these out in the wild if you know where to look. That and the BCI Clips Ultraman sets, maybe. Like I said, these were the only ways you can actually get to experience the English dub. There was the English dub for Ultra 7 is not present here. This is just the Japanese version with English subtitles again. The Ultra Q set was also the same, and I'm not sure. I think it is the black and white version and not the coloured version. And there was it started off in black and white Ultra Q, and then there was a coloured version that came later on. As far as I'm aware, the coloured version was never released, at least not outside Japan. Maybe it will one day. I'm surprised that Mill Creek didn't, announce, hey, we're going to release Ultra Q again on Blu-ray, but this time it's the colour version. Just something, because technically speaking, this year marks the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this year marks the 60th anniversary of Ultra Q as well. It began just before Ultraman in January of '66, and Ultraman came out in July. Or it began broadcasting around then. But yeah, Ultra Q had a colorization, which, as far as I'm aware, was not released outside Japan in any way, shape, or form. The only versions we got were the black and white one. But again, you'd think the colored version would have been, a nice little 60th anniversary release thing that Mill Creek could have done. But oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, that's the end of the look. I'm still slightly tired. That's why some of my words are coming out not as great as they were or should be. But anyway, that concludes looking at these 2 sets here in this additional Toku time for the big anniversary that is Ultraman's 60th. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Me rabbiting on, that is. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.